will come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting to end of this offense moving down the field.
And they'll try and run it on first down as Yasim Willis returns this week. He had been out with a concussion, so that will be a big help to Angeli. Willis again, looking for a cutback lane. Breaking tackles, there goes Yasim Willis. Down the sideline into Clemson territory. Oh, what a start for the Orange. Ashton Hampton eventually bumped him out.
Just look what they're going to get. This zone blocking scheme, tight end coming across the formation. You see Yasin just stretch it horizontally and then get his foot in the ground and get
32-yard run for Yasim Willis. That's the longest run from scrimmage so far for Syracuse. They go right back to the ground. This time it's Jaden Hart. Angeli, quarterback run. Angeli gets to the sideline and has a first down. Wade Wood has. Blitz coming from Clemson. Angeli's first attempt and a crossing route on time for Johntay Cook into the red zone with a Syracuse first down. Play action. Angeli, he's got a one-on-one. Climbing the ladder, Justus Ross-Simmons. Touchdown. What a start for the Orange.
You're going to see it here. He's just going up over the corner. Ashton Hampton, I believe, number 23. He's just playing basketball. Controls the ball through the ground. Got that left foot in. I mean, just look how he climbs the ladder. Look where he's up. Look how high he is in the air. The catch radius that their skilled players have. Hands down.
Angeli reaching up to make the catch. Johntay Cook on the quick slant to beat the blitz as we check in with Chris Button. Angeli gets it off. Four-man rush. On the slant, he's got Cook again. Same route. Angeli scans the field. Comes back across the middle to a guy that you said has drawn as much of your focus on film. Cook in motion. Play action. Angeli, another slant. Down to the 5-yard line. Yasim Willis up the middle. He's got a yard. Down to the 4-yard line.
He delivers again.
So Trip Woody, 23 yards out, gives Syracuse the early 2-score lead. Antonio Williams is in the slot left. Klubnik looks that way, and there is the first attempt and the first catch. That finds Williams, but he's bottled up. That's a gain of only about 3 yards. Devin Grant wrapped him up. Only a 3-man rush. Klubnik rolls out. Williams again breaks the tackle. First down. Randall gets to the sideline. He ran his own man over, and a Syracuse tackler as well. And he has a first down. Randall finds a cutback lane, breaks a tackle. Good balance from Adam Randall. He has Antonio Williams back in the game as well. Klubnik out of the pocket, backpedaling. Nice fake to keep the play alive across his body. And it is scooped up by TJ Moore, close to a first down. First down. Klubnik takes the screen. Instead, he lofts one. Jump ball in the end zone. Flag out, touchdown. Brian Wesko. They take the shot, and he wins the one-on-one.
Just ran a little corner blitz. You're going to see the corner coming off the edge. And then you can see he's one-on-one against nickelback Barry Buxton. And on the underthrown ball, when you don't have vision on the football, it's a real hard thing to really try and time up the hot eyes and hands of the receiver and punch the pocket cleanly and create a pass breakup. Receiver has all the advantage in that situation. And Brian Wesko is as talented as any pass catcher in college football. That's exactly the response Clemson needed.
And how much did Cade Klubnik need that one as well? Because talking to Dabo Swinney, games this afternoon and tonight. Yasim Willis goes backwards. There is owning the line of scrimmage by Clemson. That's what they needed. Jaheim Lawson came through first, and he had help.
If this is what we're talking about as far as resetting the line of scrimmage, just watch Jaheim Lawson. Look at the penetration. Disruption, block disruption. Play in the backfield, 2 to 3 yards. Go back to work.
5-man rush. Angeli steps up down the sideline. Great catch made by Darrell Gill. Did he get a foot down? They will say he did. Counter handoff. And bouncing off tacklers is Yasim Willis. He's got a first down.
The bleeding. You got to figure a way to get some stops, get off the field.
Right back to him. Bobbing and weaving his way and now carrying tacklers for 11 more yards is Yasim Willis.
All over the field.
Now it's Will Nixon. Just short of the first down. Syracuse can go with a hard count here. Instead, they'll snap the ball. And getting outside is Nixon. Inside the 10-yard line. He's bumped out of bounds by Ashton Hampton. That should take us to the end of the quarter. Steve Angeli. Hand off Nixon at the 5. Freeway into the end zone for another Syracuse touchdown. It was about the line of scrimmage for Clemson.
And we said here, it was about Steve Angeli making good decisions both in the run and pass game. Here on the zone read, watch what he does. He just reads TJ Parker coming off the edge. TJ's not quite sure what to do. He's trying to play 2 players at once. And Steve just reads him and says, hey, look, if you're just going to hesitate just for a second, I'm going to give it to my guy, Will Nixon. The linebacker who was sitting off the ball in man coverage wasn't able to get over the top. And there you see Dabo. You just see this supreme frustration. And for Fran Brown.
Randall to the 50-yard line and to the 45 of Syracuse before he's finally brought down by Cornell Perry. Clemson substituted, so Syracuse given the ability to substitute as well. Swing pass to Randall. And that time he loses yardage.
Williams, who you going to here? You need to pick this up.
Williams heads up the bunch on the right side of the field. Klubnik looks that way, has all day to throw. Comes back to the near side to Randall, and he is well short of the first down. Angeli sidearms one, and that's pulled down out with a flag down in the offensive backfield. Johntay Cook makes that catch, and Angeli, I think, was roughed by Jaheim Lawson. 4-man rush. Angeli underneath to Villari. A 1-11 team last season. 3-man rush on 3rd and long. And still off the back foot, Angeli has his check down, and Will Nixon flags down in the offensive backfield again. Did they rough Angeli again? 2 big personal fouls called against the Clemson defense on this drive. Yasim Willis keeps the ground attack going for Syracuse. He's got 4 more yards right up the middle. Another creased run for Willis. Play action for Angeli. Lobs one towards the end zone. Caught running under it. Darrell Gill for a touchdown. Perfect placement for Angeli. And Darrell Gill's got another.
That's just beautiful execution. The slot fade is what they call this. You see Gill Jr. beat down. This has this whole stadium just shocked.
Klubnik off play action. Floats one and running under it. Now to about the 30-yard line is TJ Moore.
Unbelievable performance by Syracuse so far in this football game.
Screen out to Wesco, and he goes backwards. Another tackle for Devin Grant, and it'll be 3rd down.
You see Devin Grant just blows past the block attempt in the slot.
Syracuse backs out. They rush 4. Klubnik still has to spin away from the pass rush. Running to the sideline. Out of bounds. Nowhere to throw the football. Angeli, swing pass. Nice adjustment by Nixon. And it looks like he has a first down and got hit late out of bounds. Angeli to Villari. And he's very close to a first down.
106 total yards.
Randall up the gut. Good start to this drive for Clemson. They have all 3 of their timeouts. They've got the 2-minute timeout. They've got 5 minutes on the clock. So
it's got to be the message coming from Cade Klubnik in the huddle.
Klubnik swings one out to the edge. DJ Moore's got a first down. Blitz. Klubnik well protected and delivers a strike to Antonio Williams. Great pass protection.
Nice first down pickup.
Another blitz. Again, good pass protection. They take advantage again. Here's Wesco. Another blitz. Klubnik, same side. And this time playing some zone with Samuel. He had backed off of Wesco. It looked like that might have been Isaiah Hastings that was taken off the field. Reese still on the field for Syracuse. Klubnik, long throw, timed up perfectly to TJ Moore.
They need to cash in here with 7.
They've thrown it 7 plays in a row. Make it an 8th. Tunnel screen. TJ Moore gets a block. Gets free. What a move. Inside the 5. First and goal. Klubnik rolls out. Spun down at the 3-yard line. Raheem Long called for taunting. So that makes it first and goal again. Randall wrestled down inside the 2-yard line. Klubnik all day. Extends the play. Floats it end zone. Scooped up. Touchdown. Adam Randall. Back to his roots. The running back used to be a wide receiver, and he looked like one there.
Nice job initially by the Syracuse defense playing. Just got to get some stops defensively.
Tyreek Hill's going to bring it out. And the freshman scoots across the 25-yard line. And they start the 3rd quarter with it as well. Angeli, he has other ideas. Valari knifes up the middle for a Syracuse first down. And that tackle made on the field of play. So let's see if either team calls a timeout. Interesting down and distance now. Johntay Cook. 4-man rush. Angeli steps up in the pocket. Down he goes. And maybe Dabo Sweeney now becomes the coach to call a timeout. He's standing next to the official. Now they'll give Randall a chance. And he gets free. There goes Randall. They're just trying to run the clock out, and instead Adam Randall pops one. He's been the head coach here. What carryover will we finally have as we start the second half after the hour and 40-minute plus weather delay? And Adam Randall starts it with a pretty good return out to about the 24-yard line. And a toss to Randall. Ran through contact. Let's see where they mark him out. Close to a first down against Troy. Clemson was down 16-0, and a nearly 90-minute weather delay was overcome by the Tigers. They came back, scored 27 in a row. Stick with what works. So far, that's been Randall. Nice cutback. Hammering his way for another first down at the Deers. That's another 10-yard carry. And normally, a big ace in the hole for Clemson if they're trying to pull off a comeback would be the crowd, but in stride, Angeli. It's Johntay Cook all the way down inside the Clemson 35. The ball popped out, but they say he was down. Shelton Lewis saved a touchdown. Johntay Cook streaks up. Certainly has the distance. And it's good. Right down the middle for Trip Woody from 49 yards out. One, of course, already this year. Will it be loss number 2 at home today? Klubnik on the move, trying to avoid that. Underneath, Antonio Williams. First down. Blitz off the edge. Klubnik throws behind it. Perfectly timed. And it looks to be good enough for another first down to Tyler Brown. Nice recognition. Soda became his first Power 4 offer, but then Clemson, that was his dream school, and eventually he found his way here. Randall dodges ahead, so the former wide receiver turned running back picks up 6. Chris Thomas.
Syracuse going to bring pressure again off to the field.
Klubnik pulls it, makes a man miss, gets turned back. He lost a yard. He faked it to Randall, plus territory, 4th down and a yard and a half. Klubnik to throw for it. There's another blitz. He avoids the sack. To the near side, it's broken up. Antonio Williams could not haul it in. Guess who? You could see the emotion from Fran Brown. Does he love coaching this team or what? Screen to Will Nixon across midfield. 3rd down and 4. Klubnik well protected. One-on-one for TJ Moore. What a catch! And a flag out as well.
By Davian Kerr as far as getting a good jam at the line of scrimmage, but then just decides to grab defense.
Jet sweep. Tyler Brown to the 42-yard line. 7 yards on the end around.
If you're Syracuse, you're thinking, let's put one of the nails in the coffin, so to speak, and get a score right here.
A jet sweep of their own. And the seas part. Johntay Cook with all kinds of running room.
Time is on our side.
Oh, they did take the play clock down to 7 there. Angeli on a rollout. He'll tuck it under and get eaten by the turf monster.
Family dinners together. I was getting an allowance. I learned what it was like to have structure. He taught me how to love when things got hard and that it was okay to be vulnerable.
Adam Randall just coughed up the ball. Did Fran Brown's defense get a takeaway in the red zone? They think they did. Syracuse has it.
I think you're going to see the linebacker, Delorier, with the pinpoint punch out. The freshman, number 5, you can see him come in here. We knew what the little bit of rain that we got here, ball security was going to be crucial. The ball was going to get slick.
Down 27-14 here. Ricky Collins, the backup quarterback. He'll throw. To the front pylon. Tried to squeeze it back shoulder to Ross-Simmons. He's got it for the touchdown.
Ross-Simmons isn't even looking for the ball. He doesn't even think it's coming to him. He's just hand fighting down the field with Jaden Lucas, the corner, and he turns around and the ball's like right on him. And he just makes an instinctive adjustment. He didn't even, I don't think he was expecting this ball to be thrown. You can see he doesn't even have good vision on it. Look, he's just sitting there trying to fight with the DB and picks the ball up at the last second, secures it between his legs.
Randall on the return. Randall tripped up, almost sprung it.
Line of scrimmage.
Long throw for Klubnik, and a sliding catch is made by TJ Moore. 1st down. Klubnik underneath. Christian Dettenker. True freshman tight end picks up 8. Klubnik on the crossing route. Tristan Smith was a good open field tackle from Davian Kerr. Another 4-man rush, so dropping 7 into coverage, and that allows the underneath check down to Randall.
Either him or Westcote.
Here comes the blitz. Klubnik reaches the ball out. He's short. He faked the pitch to Randall, kept it himself, and couldn't break free. Great pickup by you as well, because he creates that uncertainty for Klubnik that blows the play up, and yet nothing will appear in the box score for Tremble on that play. He didn't get a tackle. Can Clemson's defense get a takeaway at some point? As Yasim Willis picks up a couple to start the 4th quarter. And he will throw. And he'll find a crosser. And they'll get a 1st down. It's Ross-Simmons again. Clemson rushes 4. A delayed blitz. And they'll get home. The pocket collapsed all around Ricky Collins, and Jaheim Lawson got the sack.
I mean, you're going to see loop, you're going to see fake coming up. You're going to see a lot of gamesmanship being done here. You got a 3.
If they can't pull off the comeback. And Cade Klubnik goes to work. Bobbled ball for Antonio Williams, but he's got it. Gets a push and picks up.
You have got to be picking up chunks of yardage, though. You cannot dink and dunk your way down the field.
Well, they've got a 1st down here.
Nope, zone once again.
Four-man rush. Klubnik leads his man. That's Josh Sapp, the tight end's first catch. Well, the poor field judge that is on Dabo Swinney's sideline, it was not his call as they bring it underneath. The tight end Bettenker turns upfield, but now the line judge on the near side as well. Here comes a blitz. Klubnik throws behind it. Perfectly timed up to Tristan Smith with a stiff arm. Makes a couple of players miss. Still on his feet inside the 10-yard line. 24 yards, first and goal Clemson. They lost a fumble in the red zone. They've turned it over twice on downs as well. Klubnik back to throw. Sidearms, one wide open in the end zone. Easy touchdown for Brian Wesco. Brian Wesco Jr. wide open, 3:09 off the clock.
Yeah, you're going to see what you're just going to get. You're just going to get crossing routes. And you're going to see the pick that happens right here on Demetrius Samuel as he's trying to work his way through traffic. He's just going to wind up getting picked off by his own guy, 23 Devin Grant. And those are the kind of combinations that you run against man coverage, a man-dominant type of team. It's a perfect call, perfectly executed.
Number 22
Cade just fading away from pressure, able to still get enough on it.
Yasim Willis met by the shoulder of Wade Woodaz. Ricky Collins playing in place of Steve Angeli for Syracuse. Play clock down to 4. Clemson blitzes. They throw the screen behind it, a missed tackle, and it looks like that might be good enough for a first down. It is. Unless Dabo Swinney starts to call his timeouts now. But that's the big negative. Exactly what the Clemson defense needed. As Collins takes the sacks to Philip Green, was able to collapse the pocket.
Yeah, you used to see a basic four-man rush, and they rush with nice lane
Clemson takes its
integrity.
first time out of the half.
In just over 3 minutes. And the quick out gets this drive started. Olsen Pat Henry steps out of bounds to at least stop the clock for the moment.
If you're Syracuse, you're saying not on us.
They pick the blitz up. There's Wesco. Breaks the tackle. First down.
Who can focus in and drill down on the details? Somebody's going to make a mistake one way or another.
Only a 3-man rush this time. So Klubnik, clean pocket, delivers a strike. And it looks to be good enough for another first down. It's time to TJ Moore. And they're showing blitz. Now they back out. Klubnik. Tight coverage. Intercepted. One way or the other, Syracuse was getting the football. Davian Kerr was there to pick it off, intended for Bettenker.
Real nice technique. Watch it. He's just going to open his hips, drive for depth, read the quarterback. Stay on top of the routes down the field. Open your hips, square back up. Now read the quarterback. Don't take it the fake on the post. High point the football.
Willis again.
He has these kids playing hard, playing fundamentally sound, complementary football.
Klubnik. First down. Found Tyler Brown. Klubnik again. Steps up in the pocket. The check down to Randall. And that will cost time, obviously. It's a 7-yard pickup. 2:45 to go. The quick slant to Tyler Brown. He has a first down. Spent a couple of years at Cal, now wrapping his career at Syracuse. Klubnik steps up. The check down to Randall. Scampers to the sideline and gets out of bounds. Klubnik backpedaling. Incomplete.
Would continue to be to this defensive line and this front seven. Like, where are you? Where are you guys? How does this team come in and run the football for almost 150 yards on us? And they couldn't run the football against anybody so far. A big, big, big loss. This is the perfect fit, this offense, for him.
And they get the fourth down conversion.
How are you going to respond? Coaches talk all the time about how our players going to respond. How's he going to respond to this? What's his message? We've talked to him numerous different times. You know he's going to be very consistent with how he approaches this. This is uncharted territory for them.